Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography. I'm your host, Jason. With me is the fun size Snickers Tim.
Yeah.
And Candy Corn Bill.
Man, you can't even give me like fun size or party size or share size
Candy
or
corn comes in
regular
one
size
size.
or king size. Nah, make it goddamn candy corn.
And also, I'm king size big Kit Kat
Oh my
Jason.
god.
And I'm here to tell everybody that they stopped making candy corn in 1912. And they just keep recycling what doesn't get eaten every year. So be careful out there.
Listen,
You know, that's gotta be what they're doing with Peeps, man. Like,
Peeps was 1913, actually.
oh,
Yeah.
so one year later production.
Yeah, they're a little fresher, but we're still, past the 100-year mark.
But are
much
they
like
fresher?
McDonald's, yeah, them shits will live longer than cockroaches.
Old Drunken Conspiracies.
Yeah.
Spin-off show.
ODC.
ODC, spin-off show.
That sounds like a good time, ODC.
So if
Anyways,
if we just disappear, it's because the big pharma candy corn caught on to us. The big corn industry.
You know what's bigger than Big Pharma? Big Soap.
Hashtag
Pepsi.
learn the truth.
The truth is out there.
Will you click this video to learn the truth about Astro-Creep 2000? Where you at, Bill? Where you at?
Oh, right.
This is Zeppelin all over again. Dark Side of the Moon.
Fun fact. I'm sure we've linked our Discogs down below a couple times. This was number one for me. This was the first record I ever got.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, so that's my relationship with White Zombie. It's an OG original press on Geffen with blue vinyl. Still got the OG sleeve. I still love this blue. Still looks gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And this was when vinyl was dying.
Is your label it's the Geffen logo label?
Yeah, it's Geffen. Yeah. Oh, you didn't see it? You had the artwork. Yeah.
Yeah, I picked this one up. I like this record though. It's fun. I almost died listening to it though in a car. Nick Burtonelli drove me home, and it was snowing in Alabama for the first time in I don't know how long.
1,000 years.
And it was Nick Burtonelli, so you know, we almost died. And this album was playing. And that's my history with it. Which was 2 years after this album had come out, too, which is weird.
Interesting. Yeah, no, More Human Than Human was the first single. Rob's wearing a Sam Hain shirt. Stick around. We're covering Sam Hain this Halloween as well. And yeah, I mean, I remember that was like, oh man, new White Zombie, here we go. And at that point, I was already in high school, already in a band, already had played some shows, so I was meeting other bands. And this was one of those albums that just took over every jam room. Everybody was trying to play More Human, Grease Paint, Monkey Brains. I mean, there's a lot of great stuff on this album. I remember at the time how I felt about it is kind of still how I feel about it, which I don't want to spoil rankings. So I'll just say that both Electric Heads are awesome. Supercharger Heaven is great. Grease Paint's awesome. More Human Than Human is a classic. It's other than Thunder, probably bigger hit than Thunder Kiss.
In my head, it is. Yeah, I remember it being played
Yeah.
more.
El Phantasmo and the Chicken Run Blastorama is a really good song too. Um, there's a new drummer on this album. Ivan DePrume is out. Johnny Tempesta comes in. Old Johnny T is a fantastic metal drummer. He's gone on to. So prior to this, he was teching for Anthrax. He went on to join Testament, Helmet. I think he was in at one point. He's one of those road dog studio drummers that is on more hits than you probably know. Um, and so big shout out to Johnny Tempesta. That dude's awesome. And then yeah, this album they brought in Terry Date, who at this point had already done like Vulgar Display of Power and all these other Pantera albums. Also worked with Alice in Chains. So this is kind of a bridge between anybody who liked Alice in Chains or Pantera, which I happen to like both. This did start my vinyl journey, so I always have a special place in my heart for this album.
I'd say this album is a year after the Downward Spiral, though.
Yeah. It's a very 90s album. Again, I don't want to get too much into it because it'll spoil my rankings.
Tim, you are the one guessing.
Yeah, you're the one guessing.
Oh, well, then it doesn't matter. Perfect. Thank you, Bill.
No problem. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, I feel like, every album up to this point has been such a left turn from the previous one before it.
Including this one.
Where, they really set something up with devil music, Los Exorcisto, that was very much of its time and really had the opportunity to, be as big as Pantera, which it would be hard to argue with anybody being a bigger, heavy band in the 90s than Pantera. And they don't quite grab it. There's, I don't know if it's that Skull Crusher kicking in, but a lot of this ends up starting to sound the same. And it gets kind of repetitive. And yeah, when it works and it's badass, it works and it's badass. But when it doesn't, it's we'll talk about Super Sexy Swinging Sounds after you guys talk about this album. But and so I don't want to say you really feel Rob's solo career so much on this release. It's really with the periphery around it. But you can kind of hear where it's just really...
It's close. It's borderline there. It's getting
borderline. There. Yeah.
Well, I agree with all of that. But at the same time, it's a fun record.
Yeah.
There's, what am I right? Electric Head's a banger. Supercharger's fun. That Devil Man will get stuck in your head.
Yep.
Solution 9's fine. Creature of the Wheel's fine. Part 2. The song is so good. In fact, Rob Zombie made an entire solo career out of it. Grease Paint, I love it. Crazy circus shit going on, the heavy riffs. iZombie, top song contender. I've always loved this one. Mainly because the vocal melody, Rob actually does something different here compared to the entire discography. More
well,
human.
So far he's only done 2 things, so.
Well, yes. We're at the second one now.
Yeah, yeah.
More Human, it's still a banger. It's still a banger. I wouldn't skip it. Like the slides in it is just fun to play. El Phantasmo, another fucking banger. This is one of those albums where the songs that weren't singles are more interesting. Blur the Technicolor is fine. It's a little repetitive. Milk, and almost said Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic. Blood, Milk, and Sky. E-
Close.
easily, easily the best closing track in the discography. The drums here on this have that like Arabian feel in places. Rob's vocals stand out on it. I mean,
Jason, does your repress have the repress of the lyric sheet too?
God, I hope so. Yes.
Oh, nice, rad. Yeah, that's yeah, I love that drawing.
Yeah, I love the. It reminds me of devil music, like style almost, but it also has this like new age. Well, we'll talk art. Um, I'm disappointed a little bit though that we never got a volume two. I'll say that.
Oh, devil music?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in a way, Rob Zombie's entire career is part two.
It's like Astro-Creep Part Two.
My favorite movie is The Haunted World of El Super Beasto. I know he's done like, Devil's Rejects, Halloween, House of Thousand Corpses, blah, blah, blah. If you haven't seen Haunted World of El Super Beasto, I highly recommend that movie. It's classic Rob Zombie. It's animated, hilarious. I
I mean,
love
he
that
he
movie.
understands and respects and pays tribute to the genres
Yes,
very well. I mean,
but he does not advance them at all. And in
no, he
many
doesn't do anything
ways,
new.
even going back to Make Them Die Slowly, where like, yeah, man, like I could listen to that or I could listen to Show No Mercy by Slayer. It's like, yeah, you could listen to this, or you could listen to Ministry or Nine Inch Nails or Slayer, or you know,
95, 96 was that weird change where like a lot of bands were going more
yeah,
electronics, and the production on this is so
yeah,
clean. It like the production is super clean on this record compared
hmm
even to devil music. Like it's
yeah.
pleasing to the ears to hear this record. It's so clean.
I think I like the tone more on Devil Music though. The guitar tone, it's
Yeah,
so crunchy.
yeah, it's yeah, the guitar on the first. Well, Bill, what do you got for this one?
Yep. So, flashback to of the Decade series. This made my top 10 for 1995. As I mentioned at the first episode here, we talked about Soul Crush. This was the White Zombie album I was most familiar with going into this discography. Now, before I get too far in, I'll say just like Devil Music, there's not a song on here I would skip. Electric Head Part One, top song contender. Uh, love how it just starts the album energy wise. Uh, and Part Two, I think, is better than Part One. I think it just does more interesting stuff for me personally. Obviously, more human than human. Big single. Grease Paint and Vampire Monkey Brains, phenomenal song. Love the circus stuff that Jason pointed out going on with it. Like
It's no
again,
bungle self-titled, but
but I mean it's Vampire Monkey Brains. Like it still works exceptionally well.
you mean
Uh
grease paint and monkey
and
brains?
then
And this is 5 years after that
as I
for
say, Grease
most
Paint and
most
Vampire Monkey Brains.
Mm-hmm.
Um
people
and
still
then
try to get that
Supercharged
right.
Heaven. I think that one is again Supercharger Heaven.
Yep.
Which that was track two. That's again for me a top song contender. Like the A side of this for me is absolutely stacked. Um, I Zombie I think is another top song contender for me. That Jason already pointed that one out. Going to the second half here, uh, still all solid songs. Blur the Technicolor. I don't know if today's generation even knows what Technicolor even is. I remember watching movies colored by Technicolor.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's how you
I mean,
know it
they
was going to be a
still
good
are.
movie.
They still are. If you stick around through the 10 minutes of credits every movie now has.
But like, it wasn't. It was a Disney movie. I remember watching. It's like colored by. I think it was Robin Hood that I always watched. That colored by Technicolor. The opening, like big, where you do all the major logos before the movie begins. But yeah, again, top song. Uh, Contender potentially there. Blood Milk and Sky, I think, is the best closing track in this discography. Um, yeah, I really enjoy this album start to finish. And I still firmly believe this is one of the best albums of 1995.
For those that are watching this that did not watch our 1995 album of the decade videos, go check out that playlist down below.
Yep.
This didn't make Tim and I's top 10.
We found albums we liked more. Yes. Definitely an honorable mention though.
It's an honorable mention for sure.
And it certainly was being played in '95. People were jamming the shit out of this album
You
when
couldn't
it
go
came out.
anyway. That's why I think
Yeah,
More Human was the bigger single, because Thunder Kiss was more of like a later night MTV
that
video.
was the introduction, and this was the one where people were like, "Yes, give
More
us
Human, they
more."
were playing like 9 a.m. in the morning. Like,
Yeah,
it was constant. Well, before we rank it, super sexy swinging sounds. I remember when this came out, like there was a couple more singles, like Tim and I were talking. I am the boogeyman, or
yeah. They did
boogeyman.
the
That was a
Casey and the
single.
Sunshine Band cover. That
And
was her
then
Abuse and Butthead movie, I think.
I think it was the Crow second movie,
Oh
which
yeah, they
doesn't
were.
compare
Yeah,
to the first Crow soundtrack, but I mean, 96, I was already over remix albums. Like
remix albums were really big in the later half of the '90s.
Nine Inch
Every
Nails did
band
Further
touched
Down the
it. Yeah,
Spiral, and which is
every band
okay.
had it. Yeah, in some capacity. And yeah, I mean, this I think is where the Rob Zombie solo career starts because this is just disco remixes of White Zombie songs.
Yes. And it didn't work for me then, and it doesn't work for me now.
And for some reason, Rob thought it worked enough for him that he based his entire solo career off of it.
Yeah, if you like the Dragula or whatever, what
Which is a
Regular.
disco song.
Dragula,
It's a disco song.
this is right up your alley because it's the same.
Yes. And I mean, shout out to KMFDM. There's an artist we might cover
Yeah,
one
that's a
day.
good one. That's a
I
good one.
have, they did a bunch of remixes of Black Sunshine. I have that CD single somewhere. Um, so, remixes are definitely not new to White Zombie. And yes, industry wise, they're becoming huge at this point. So this album very much feels like not only a cash grab, but I mean, as a capstone to this discography, which yeah, there's definitely two different flavors to this discography, but both flavors have an air of trying to do something new and original that also is familiar. And this just kind of pisses it all down the drain, I think.
It's also only a year after too, because I remember like being like, "Why the fuck are you putting out? Like, let your
Cash,
album breathe."
cash
Like,
grab. Yeah.
yeah. And then there was the whole like,
If you like disco remixes and if you like Rob Zombie's solo career, you're probably going to love this release.
and by
For
the
those of us that
time
were there in 92 and
when he went
95,
solo and like Jay and Sean weren't there anymore, I was like, I have
yeah.
no interest in.
And because Jay and Sean are absolutely the secret sauce to this band.
Yeah.
And shout out to Ivan. He did some great drum stuff. Johnny T, great drummer.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, those last, especially. Well, I mean, even the third, the Make 'Em Die Slowly had some good drum shit on it too.
Yeah, yeah, which I believe was Ivan DePrume still, who
Bill,
goes all the way through devil music. Yeah.
did you listen to this one?
I did, but I cannot remember anything from it.
That's fair.
Disco remixes.
Which, I mean, to me, Astro-Creep has enough of that in it already that does it really need to be remixed? I don't know. Tim, you got the dot.
Oh, well, I think Bill's going to put it to number one,
That's correct.
and I think Tim and Jason are going to have it at number two.
That's correct for me.
And I think that's an easy guess, and I think that's purely generational.
It's very much possible a generational thing. Because Astro-Creep is way closer to Rob Zombie solo stuff, and it is more
Right.
what most people think of White Zombie. Unless you were there, then you think of.
And yeah, Lost Exorcisto screams 92 in a way that very few albums actually do. And that was such a magical year for music that, yeah, I think for those of us who are entering puberty, it's a special album.
But at the same time, that album didn't make our top 10 for 92 as either. So it's like White Zombie is capped at this like
Honorable mention spot.
honorable
Yeah, they're an
mention spot.
interesting band where they're like, yeah, they're really big and important to talk about socially and just in the whole general vibe of music at the time, but they're not very good.
Oh, we got the color coding telling that's about to say exactly how good they are.
Oh, the
Well,
color code.
yeah,
Yes.
it is time.
Who
Who
wants to
wants to
start?
who wants to kickstart that part?
I'll
I
go.
do let's say I do not want to start.
I mean, I'll go or yeah, Jason, you want to go?
Well, yeah, you go ahead. What you got?
Okay, I mean, I'm gonna have two colors.
That's fair. I got two.
Brown and red.
Red and yellow.
Ah. Shoot.
I mean, and I think it's pretty obvious. There's two albums you shouldn't even bother with. And then the other two, like, yeah, give them a listen. If you like them, great. If not, no big deal.
All right. I'll go next. I got two colors too. I'm gonna go with red on those first two because I never ever want to hear them again. But I'm going green. I'll be generous and put green on these two. Because if you're gonna,
Green and yellow make orange, right?
yes,
Yeah, these are very
Halloween.
much like orange
No,
albums to me. Like they could be green, but if I'm being objective, they both suffer from sameness. And like Bill said, like Astro-Creep side A heavy, and in a way, devil music is too.
devil music is too. Yeah. Besides Grindhouse, like at the back end of the album, yeah, it's and Astro Creep's the same way. It's got some good shit on the back half, but most of it's front loaded.
Most of it's front loaded, yeah.
But I'm still putting green on them because I still personally listen to those two records once in a
Sure.
while,
No,
and it may just be
totally respect that.
nostalgia. It's probably just nostalgia, but
I believe it. It's the only reason I listen to these albums.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't green
If
and
I'm
yellow
being
make
honest with
lime?
myself.
Yeah, that makes Sprite. He meant red and yellow, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. Colors just
Colors.
stupid.
Colors are an illusion, man.
That's right.
Made by the candy corn.
That's
Jelly
right.
Belly.
Everybody's really color blind, and then they invented colors to make everybody think that they weren't.
Color was invented in 1926, sparked the
Right.
Great Depression,
The
global
Wizard of
Well,
Oz,
recession.
man. It ties into the Wizard of Oz.
1966. Yeah.
When she goes through and it turns, Pink
Hmm.
Floyd tried to tell us.
That's right.
Trying to warn us.
Well, Bill, what's your
All
colors?
right. So I'm gonna go red and red.
This
And I'm just gonna take the logo with me too.
logo is pissing me off.
And then I'm gonna go. I'll split the difference. I'll go yellow, then green.
But you split it wrong.
Yeah, well, so what?
You split it wrong. You put yellow on that one and green on that one.
Yeah, well, that's what I think.
That's what you feel.
Feel. It's what my
and
gut's telling me.
and 100%, this is all so much better than the Rob Zombie solo career.
Yeah, Rob Zombie would start in red and then I think go from there.
Yeah, and down.
And down, yes.
Yeah. It would go from red to brown.
I'd give Hellbelly a red.
Yeah,
I
I
give
probably
that
would
one
too, and that's
green.
probably his best one solo wise. I haven't
Yeah.
heard them all though. I
I
know
haven't either.
there were a couple here in the last like 15 years,
And I'm not
but
gonna lie. I mean, when Dragula comes on Fortnite, I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. Brr, dude, Richard. Like it's fine.
it's a disco song. It is. You
Yeah,
can't tell it's not a disco song.
yeah. I mean, it's not enough for me to like ever want to like consciously listen to it on my
Right.
own. But if it comes on, I'm like,
Right.
it's
I
better
mean,
And
than.
I'm
I
not
put
finding anything there of content or value.
I
Yeah.
put Living Dead Girl and Dracula on my workout playlist.
Sure. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. I don't think
Why
I'd put
not?
them on a playlist.
I think Living Dead Girl's the better of the two.
I go back and forth, honestly.
Well, stick
Like,
around next Halloween. Maybe we'll do Rob Zombie solo.
Oh, I'm sure we can find spookier bands than that.
I don't know. All right.
yeah, like
Got to come to
Avril
Tim.
Lavigne.
Tim's got some Halloween bands up his sleeve.
Yeah. No, we're definitely doing Danzig next year. Um, stick around for that. Like and subscribe. That way you'll be notified a year from now when we cover Danzig.
Yep.
Um,
And we got to get some Merciful Fate and some Venom, some Celtic Frost. Yeah, there's all kinds of good Halloween bands out there. Blue Oyster Cult.
ooh, that's a biggie there.
That's a big.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
that's a BOC Sunday.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which reminds me, stick around every Sunday. We're doing Sonic Youth right now, so go check those out.
We've got Pink Floyd coming up.
Pink Floyd's coming up after Halloween. We're gonna get real spooky and smoky with Pink Floyd. God, there's something else I was gonna say, and I don't remember. Oh, top songs. Stick around. White Zombie top songs is next. And Is It Art? Be safe. And what, Bill?
If you don't have the most successful music career, you contemplate going into cinema.
And then you go a little woo, and then a little whoop, 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 whoop. And then it's all, and then you're ready to go
Goldberg.
again.
Be
Y'all come back now, you hear?